The real estate market is red hot right now, so if you're looking to buy a home or maybe refinance the one you're in, you may need some professional financial help. And of course, we have David Hall from Hall Financial, the sponsor of this segment, with us today. It's great to see you, David.
Hey, great to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, and so we all know that we've seen houses just selling super fast. You know, why has the real estate market been so active?
Well, a couple things. I mean, I think you had some pent-up demand, and then record low interest rates have really been the story of the year. You can get so much more home or get such a cheaper price because of what mortgage interest rates have done. And what's interesting is when we meet with a lot of first-time home buyers, for instance, they're really surprised by how low the payment is versus what they've been used to renting. And a lot of that is because of the fact that instead of being at 4, 5, 6%, which conventionally is where mortgage interest rates have been over the last 25 years, we're looking at rates in the 2s, around 3%, which clearly drives down the payment, makes for more affordability. And when you do an analysis of renting versus owning has just come out on top. And then on top of that, I would say the other thing is we've seen so much appreciation with houses over the last couple of years. People want to get in on the action. You know, people don't want to be missing out on these tremendous gains that homeowners have been seeing. So a lot of factors playing into the fact that right now it's a great time to buy a home.
Sure. And will we be seeing rates increasing? It seems in a time like this, things can only increase.
Yeah, I mean, that's the conventional wisdom if you talk to the quote-unquote experts, right, is that rates are going to go up. Nobody knows that for sure, but certainly if things go according to plan with the economy next year, I think we will see higher rates. I think it's important to keep in perspective, though, it was only 29 months ago that 30-year fixed rates were at 4. Today, they're roughly around 3. And I think that they'll probably go up to 3.5, 3 3/4, whatever exactly they rise to, and we don't know that. But keeping in perspective how historically low that still is, you know, it's sort of like being able to buy Google stock at $20 instead of $100, and the next day it's 21, and people are saying it's going up. It's still historically very low, and it's a great opportunity.
Right. So just wondering if homeowners, you know, if you're going to refinance or look for a house, if you should act with urgency or perhaps wait maybe till spring. We know that things sometimes slow down in those winter months and then just pick back up in the spring. You know, it's kind of, what do you do? Do you have any insight?
It's a great question. So my first advice is I always think it's important for people to act responsibly. And when I say that, I mean, nobody needs to like just go out and refinance or buy a home unless it makes sense for them. However, like given a scenario where it makes sense, I would act now rather than waiting because, to your point, rates are much more likely to rise than they are to fall. So somebody who's in the money right now to refinance, meaning they might save $100 or more a month, there's no reason to wait for rates to go down, at least according to what experts are telling us and what the economy, where it looks like it's headed. So I think that acting now makes sense. And then the rule on refinancing is always that if you do it now because it makes sense, and it goes down again where it makes sense again, you can always do it again, but you can never get back what you have today if it were to go up. So, you know, it's a big guessing game, but in my experience, it makes no sense to wait right now if you're in the money refinancing. And our current statistics tell us that there are nearly 20 million Americans that still benefit by refinancing. You think everybody's refinanced by now, but that's really not the case.
Yeah. With so many mortgage lenders out there, what are the benefits of choosing Hall Financial?
Well, to be candid, we're the best. And the reason that I say that is because in a world where a lot of times it takes 45 days, the majority of our loans close in 9 business days or less. And that takes an unbelievable effort by our team. We also have nearly 4,000 5-star reviews from our clients. So, you know, as one of our clients told me the other day, they said, you know, the banks care about numbers, you guys care about people. And I think that that like really speaks to who we are as a company, is that we are very focused on the service aspect. I always tell our team, we're in the client service business. We just happen to be doing mortgages. And so I think when you have a philosophy like that, you're building a number of raving fans. I would call our clients raving fans, and they refer lots of their friends and family because of their experience with us, which is very different than what they've experienced in the past, and we're pretty proud of that.
David, how do you get the process started? If someone is interested in seeing, what they might be able to do, or they know they're going to be pulling the trigger, what do you recommend?
Yeah, so a lot of times people think it's very difficult or a huge process. It really starts with just a 5-minute phone call. That's what it is. A 5-minute phone call, we can do a needs analysis that is going to tell you, are you going to benefit or are you not going to benefit? And we talk to people all the time where we tell them, you're in a great spot. You don't need to do anything. We are extremely consultative in our approach. You're not going to call financial and get turned into something that doesn't make sense for you. We take a tremendous amount of pride in every single client that we have giving us a 5-star review. That's our only goal at the company, is a 5-star review from every client. I think it's really important that people understand if they make a call here, it's going to be very consultative in nature, and we're going to make sure that they're in the best position possible, and it starts with 5 minutes.
Yeah, well, we have the web address, the phone number right there. We will post it online if anyone is interested in getting in touch. David, we want to thank you for your time and expertise today.
Thank you for your time, and call Hall first.
And this segment is sponsored by Hall Financial. We'll be right back with more 8 West.